Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you a flawless foundation routine. This is something that I wear when I'm going out and want to look really put together. I'm sorry I forgot to include an intro and an exit video, but I hope you guys like it and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. First off, we're going to start by priming our face using the Milani Perfect Prep Primer. We're going to be just applying it all over the skin. Now that your face is all primed and ready to go, we're going to take our MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation and we're going to take a pump onto our hand. Taking our e.l.f. Studio Powder brush, we're going to be applying that in stippling motions. Now as you can see, I don't really move the brush around in circular motions. I try to just stipple and press it into my skin, giving you the most coverage possible. As you can see, I have a little bit of primer on my hair. It's not white hair, I promise you that. Hopefully soon, later on in the video, I will take that off. So that way you see that I don't have white hair. There we go. Now, if there was one brush that I would think that you have to get that's the most multi-purpose type of brush, it would be this brush, the e.l.f. powder brush, and it is $3. $3 at Target. I can't believe it. It's insane. Okay, so now that we have the first layer of foundation on, we're just going to make sure that we blend in all of the foundation. So we're going to make sure we rub it in the hairline, our neckline. The worst thing to me is when I can see my foundation. I always try to make sure to rub it in my neck just so that way no one can see that line. Okay, now that we're done putting on all the first layer of the foundation, I'm going to be taking another pump and I'm just going to be stippling on more foundation to where I feel like I need extra coverage, which is mainly the inner cheeks and the top of the foreheads. So you just want to dab it on. You're not really rubbing it in circles. You're just going to dab, dab, dab. Now taking my Hard Candy Glamoflauge concealer in the color Light and a Bare Essentials concealer brush, I'm just going to be applying this under my eyes. And I love this concealer because it's very full coverage, and for me, I am very self-conscious about my dark circles, so I really like the under eye to look bright and awake. So now that we're blending out that concealer, I'm going to be using another concealer on top of it. I know, sounds crazy, but if you don't suffer from dark circles, then you can get away with just wearing one concealer, but I'm going to be using two, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Light. Just going to be dabbing that under my eye. And of course, again, we're going to be using the e.l.f. powder brush to blend out that concealer. I really like the way that it blends out the concealer. Makes it look very flawless and blended. Makes sense, right? Okay, so now that we've blended out our concealer, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And I really love this palette. Taking the color Vanilla and Banana, I'm going to be using an e.l.f. blush brush, tongue twister, blush brush under the eyes to set it. And I use quite a bit of this because I really like the extra coverage that it gives. Now taking the vanilla color, I'm going to be applying that underneath my jawline just to do a little reverse contour. Next, I'm going to be using Mary Loumanizer highlight. I am obsessed with this highlight. It's so pretty. I'm just going to be applying it to my cheekbones, bridge of my nose, under my chin, and on top of my cupid's bow. Now taking the same contour kit, I'm going to be using the darker, warmer shade and the e.l.f. powder brush again. I'm just going to be taking the edge of it and just carving out my cheekbones, and then I'm going to be just blending it out with the same brush as well. Also taking it up into my hairline just to blend, 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 so that way you don't see a harsh line and where your contour ends. It's very, very important. I love to contour because it really slims down my face since I have a round face. I think you should definitely try it out and I think you'll be obsessed. Now taking my Milani blush in Luminoso. I'm going to be applying it with my Sonia Kashuk dual fiber brush. I guess that's what it's called. And I'm just going to be applying it because this is honestly the only brush that was clean. And I really like the way that it makes the blush look very airbrushed. Now that we've finished with our blush, we're going to be taking the same contour kit and the middle bronzer. I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. concealer brush. I don't really remember what this is called, but I'm just going to be taking it. It's like a fluffy brush and carving out my nose. This really helps slim down your nose. I think it just gives an extra look to your makeup. And with whatever product that's left on the brush, I'm going to be taking it and applying it on my cheeks just to sharpen up that contour a little bit more. You don't have to do this, but last I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. high definition powder and I'm going to be applying it all over the skin just to make sure our makeup doesn't move. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry I forgot to film an intro to this video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Thanks.